First thing we need to do is remove the body pins, and these can just be pushed from one side and they'll come out. They are handed, so it is a good idea just to remember where they went when you come to put it back together. If I just zoom in, I'll try and show you on, so I'd always recommend your thumb on one side, finger on the other, just push so that it comes off and then lift the pin away. The body then should just lift off its mountings and the aerial will then come through the body. Now this kit's got one of our LED sets in, so that just needs unplugging. For the rear oil-filled damper, we first just need to remove, with the 2 screws, the mounting for the aerial tube. Just note where these go. They are in a slightly different location depending on the chassis length of the car, what body you've got. They'll go in any of these holes. They'll just lift to one side. Now I need to remove the 2 screws that hold the old spring and shock on. You'll find that they've both got sort of spacers and little O-rings. So just remove all of that. The new shock comes with new mountings. You just need to remove them from the little eyelets. The easiest way to do that is to hold them and then just twist them away and they'll come away. You will just need to remember which side that they come off, because you'll see that there's a slightly bigger hole in that side than in that side. Okay, so same with the other side. Just hold it, twist it, and that'll come away. Now to mount these little parts, you just need to pop it inside the spanner that you have, and that'll then thread itself into the hole where the old shock was. Don't over tighten, just enough to get them bitten up. It's very easy to over tighten with this spanner. You can see that it's then can be sat down There we go. Now this is a longer shock, you can see, than the standard one. So whereas the standard one went in this front mounting, we actually need to thread up into this back mounting for the oil-filled damper. So same again, pop it in the tool that comes with the kit. Check that you're going in straight, because obviously this is a new thread you're cutting at the back. Wind that in. And again, just check that it's sat right down. So when they're in, if I just try and show you closer, there's the front one and the rear one. Now to mount this, again, just reference the big holes are the ones that are going to be facing down. Check you've got those in the right way around. Now to always mount up your rear one, you just need to push them down on and they should clip in place. And then push on the front one and that should clip in place. Okay, the other advantages of this damper is that you can actually refill it with different weight shock oil, which will give you a very different characteristic. And also there's this collar which can adjust the ride height. So where before we'd put little plastic spaces in, what you can do now is that this part, this collar, you can wind. You can see now that there is a gap in here, and that will have dropped this rear pod and raised the ride height. So that's good for doing sort of finer setups. So just to remount the aerial tube, checking we're going back in the holes that it came out of, put the 2 screws in the mountings. And just tighten them down. Final point to note about this collar is that it'll also adjust what's called the preload. So by moving this collar out, that spring will compress and become firmer. So at the moment, with it in its furthest out position, it's quite a soft spring. If we then wind that in part way, you can feel how much firmer. So you'll need a lot more impact to make the spring activate than if it was out right at the back. So you'll find running on different surfaces, if you play with that distance, you'll find that it'll behave very differently. And we can now then mount our body back up. The body will then drop down on the mountings, and then we can just put the clips back, push them in through the holes in the body posts. And then we're ready to go outside for testing. I hope this helps anybody with the upgrades. If you've got any questions, comments or anything, and please do rate the video. Thanks for watching.